games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of... the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go! 60 out long!
Yeah, let's get a second.
Slam, slam, slam! Switch, switch, switch!
Check.
Blue draw, forfeit.
Patsy.
Clear. Ready?
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Two times. 40, 40. Alone. No.
Check 50.
Big difference.
Now a give, right side. Hines takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on,
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here I come. 45.
Hey, look at me. Door. Switch it. Let's go.
From the gun, Walters. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. White now to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From the gun on third down, Walters. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Off the play fake. Walters being chased out left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Off play action. Walters. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Walters looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Walters. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Johnson, the intended target. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Rock it.
Here's Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Bravo! 45. Hey, Sam off!
On 3rd down, Walters going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, Walters looking deep for Hilton, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Walters. That one into the hands of Kane. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready up.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's Leo. Lead hit.
Off the play fake. Walters steps away to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walters. Ebron with it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ran, done.
26 months. Drop deep, drop deep. 26 months.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Big hold of the 30. Room here to run. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
26, Mike, 26.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now it's Trubisky under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
26 Mike.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert, 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 alert. Check 4, check 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Touchdown, Chicago! Torrey Cohen. 77 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They run again with Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on 3rd down, Walters. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Hey, Alpha. Clear. They go.
On 1st and 10, Walters. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
On the set.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check safety, check safety.
Fire.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
You bet. Hey, Orbit.
He's coming, double up. 45, 45.
Operating from the gun, Walters. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Throwing on first down, Walters. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Complete. It's Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Walters. They still can't get it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. First down, a run with Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lock in. Switch.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing here, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3.
That's the score. Bears